Kelli James was born in Tabor, Iowa, into a musical family of teachers and farmers. Her mother's side of the family included sisters in a jazz trio that sang for the USO. Kelli knew at a very young age that music, rather than farming, would be her chosen path.
Honestly, I never really learned how to sing. It's something that I was born with. I really believe that, it was passed down from my mother's side of the family. They were sisters that sang in a jazz trio, and they sang for the USO. So I think I got the genes. But honestly, I think I learned how to sing by listening to records. And that was my hobby when I was a kid, was just to listen to records, because I didn't do sports, and I started to play piano in about the second grade, but I've always listened to records and emulated the people that I was listening to.
At age 13, she formed a local band with friends and was starting to perform. Over the years, there have been many singers that have inspired her.
Wow. Inspiration is interesting because, it comes in many forms, but there are so many artists that I'm constantly inspired by. And being a singer, I could listen to many different genres of music and emulate so many different artists. Linda Ronstadt was kind of an inspiration for me, and as far as like women in rock, and Bette Midler and Wilson apart. But I loved all rock bands, and I started to really enjoy folk music and country music the older I got, and of course jazz music too. And I love the greats. I love the great jazz artists and singers.
Kelli formed a band in Los Angeles with a guitarist, but then the road to her success took an unexpected turn.
I really wanted to be a pop star, a rock star. My ultimate goal was to be a backup singer for the Rolling Stones. But then what happened is that I started to do musical theater. And the reason I did musical theater is I met Andrew Lloyd Webber. And I auditioned for him, and he said, "Oh, you sing rock?" And I said, "I do." And he said, "I write rock operas." And he said, "Would you be interested in maybe doing one of my rock operas?" So I did. At 18 years old, he hired me to be in one of his shows in Los Angeles, because I had moved to LA right out of high school. And I then did several of his shows.
Roles such as Eponine in the first American cast of Les Miserables on Broadway and many others brought her to illustrious stages such as the Royal Albert Hall and Los Angeles' Greek Theater, as well as Nashville's historic Ryman Auditorium. 20 years ago, she started teaching voice in Scottsdale, Arizona. Of her students, 3 have made it to Broadway, 2 have gone on national tours, 2 have signed recording deals in Nashville, 1 has been on Nickelodeon television, and 2 on the Disney Channel. Her advice to her students and the rest of us?
Trust yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else. Don't listen to anybody. Follow your own heart. I mean, it's so important that you know who you are, and just to be yourself, because it's so you can get so easily swayed, and people will tell you what they think you need to be. I think that is the most important thing to do, is absolutely be true to yourself, because then you're going to be original.